What's up, YouTube? It's Giriaitus back at you again, and today we're here to talk about multi-tools. And I got a little surprise a little bit later in the video. But as you can see, what we got laying here, that's the SOG power pint, and that's not SOG. Studies and Observations Group is what that stands for. From what I understand, they're pretty stringent about that. Got a pocket clip on there, and like the title says, it's multiple tools. You got a knife there, and there's a look at that unlock right there. It's unlocking, it locks out. See, and there are multiple tools in this device. Look at that. You got an awl, and that's a really small flathead screwdriver right there. Can I get a focus on that? Sorry guys, I got a terrible camera using my phone. Oh, already looked at the knife. Those guys. And a large flathead on that side. And typically these are set up generally the same way. And you got the cross-headed driver right there. Oh, I gotta pause, guys. All right, YouTube, I'm back. Mrs. Cincinnati's had an issue. Had to go and take care of that. All right, I think, where was I? I was on the SOG. I'm gonna move over to the Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Wave. And this is the old version of the Wave. As you can see, it does not have the changeable wire cutters. And there would be screws right in here if it was changeable. I know a lot of my EDC guys that are not new to the game know about that already. So you know I got an old pair, about $100. So these I don't consider budget items because I don't know. I think it's a little different for multi-tools versus knives. $100, but there are multi-tools that are in the budget range, of course, and they're way lower than this. I think you'll understand once I show you what I'm unboxing today. But the basic setup is the same, just like the SOG. There are multiple tools on the outside that are accessible from the outside. And these are the plier type. There are different types. You know, there's multi-tools that have a hammerhead that would be here instead of a plier. Sometimes there's a plier and a hammerhead, and the hammer splits in half. Or a hammerhead with an axe head on the other side. Those are pretty cool, but they're not for me because I need either a snub or a needle nose plier, personally, for my multi-tools, or it's what I prefer. And you know, same setup. The Leatherman Wave is a little bit, it's more heavy duty, so it's of course got a better knife. Don't laugh at my sharpening. I already told you I'm horrible at sharpening. I can't sharpen to save my life. It's got a saw, and get in there. It's got well, that was a serrated blade. I'm sorry, serrated blade, and this one is the saw. Although the saw is not really great for anything. If you're in a pinch, it'll take care of like small limbs, things like that. But yeah, like I said, basically same setup. You got pliers and several other tools, including screwdrivers on the outside of the tool. And generally, they lock up like this. This has got locks on either side. I bought the clip for that one. If you have a Leatherman Wave, and there are one or two others that you can buy a clip for, get the clip, guys. It's a lifesaver. Instead of having to carry it around in a sheath all day. And look at that. You can see I'm not working right now, so that's why mine is in the sheath. Else it would be in my pocket or in my everyday pack. Okay, get these out of the way. And let's get to this unboxing. And I almost got into it, guys. Where is it? Look, I cut it on the sides. Right there. And I didn't even cut that side. I was about to open it up because I got excited. I knew it was coming. But I stopped myself. Like, I want to unbox the entire thing on video. So, we're going to unbox today with the QSP Penguin. Check it out. Alright. And I'll finish the unboxing. I'm knocking all kinds of stuff over. Look at that. My hops fell down. I'm going to knock that over again. Just letting you know. Alright. Get in here. Oh, by the way, this is from a budget multi-tool company. It's Chinese. I don't want to hear about it, guys, unless you want to give up everything you have that's Chinese. Don't get in my, get on my case about it. Now look at that. That's Giriaitus. 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 I'm gonna say that's Giriaitus. That first line right there. That's the name. Giriaitus. I don't know, guys. You let me know if you know the pronunciation, or if you can think of a better way to pronounce that. You let me know. All right. They sent 2 of them. Get that out of here. Let's see what we got. All right. EDC Giriaitus EDC Titanium 7-in-1 and Giriaitus Multi-Tool Knife 17-in-1. Now I have seen this one. I've seen both of them on other channels, and they're not very prolific. There's not a lot of people who are doing videos on these, and there is question on at least one video as to whether this was actual titanium. But on the same video, they also read on the box that the company listed that some of their gear is titanium. So I don't know about that one. I'll check it with a magnet. That's all I can do, because I don't have metallurgy tools and things of that nature. All right. Once again, QSP. I'm going to slide this one back, and we'll go into the 7-in-1 first. There we go. Let's see. In the words of Tri-State EDC, am I going to get a money shot from this? That would be the box. Okay, nice. The box dropping right out of there. Looks like a no. Is there tape? There's not tape. What is that? That was inside. There's no tape, but it's not going to slide open for me. That is snug. Man. All right, no money shot. Let's see what we got here. Giriaitus once again. And we got the little, not an instruction manual, but I guess a diagram. Let you know what's going on with your tool, where everything is and what everything is. Okay. This stuff out of the way. All right, Giriaitus. Now, I know the multi-tools, that's a window breaker, by the way. The multi-tools, they're right there. The multi-tools with the wrench, the self-adjusting wrench on one end are best if they're spring-loaded, which this is. Check that out. Now, I know they didn't used to be. Maybe they got wind of another video, because I've seen that in another video and it was not spring-loaded. Check it out. That is so much better. I was worried about that after I watched the video. because it kind of renders it a little useless. So, okay, we got the adjustable wrench, self-adjusting wrench, and we got a knife that does lock. Look at that. That's locked. And I was banging it on the blade, not on this part here. And there's the release, the lock right there. It's just simple, it's set up like a liner lock. It's behind the blade. All right, and the ruler, but not Slick Rick. Right there. Oh, I just lost focus. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, working with the camera. I'm trying. Look at, oh my God, that's horrible. All right. Oh, that's the clip right there. Yeah, pocket clip. Look at that. Not a lot of clearance. It's a tough. I mean, it's really snug. That is an unforgiving pocket clip, man. I'm kind of wrenching on it kind of hard. It's I mean, you can see it's pretty stout, and it's got 2 screws in it. It's a pretty strong pocket clip. We got the bottle opener right there. All right, and the screwdrivers. You can see the flat head here, and the cross hash here. And I know there's a way to rotate this. Is it this button? Is that a button? Okay, look at that. Look at that. And you can rotate it. Nice. Now, you know what? I think this glass breaker here used to be here. I think like up here or up here. Turn it around. Used to be on this side. So apparently they've moved that because it was an issue. Because how do you use a glass breaker when there's always one end of the other or the screwdriver always in the way? Although I was thinking, like, why couldn't you rotate it like halfway and then use the window breaker? Bang, 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 bang. I don't know. That's the way I saw it. As soon as the other reviewer mentioned it, I was like, well, just move those out of the way, like halfway. I don't know. All right, how many did we find, guys? That was 1 for the wrench. Let's see, 1, 2, bottle opener, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing, y'all? Is that a lanyard? A lanyard hole? I don't know. That's 5. What am I missing? Oh, 6 for the ruler. And I know the pocket clip doesn't count. That can't be 7. And I guess, did I count the window breaker, y'all? 7? I'm anxious to use that little wrench. I want to see how well that works, being that this small. I don't have another self-adjusting wrench. I always thought it was kind of a gimmick, so I never owned one. Let's do a metal check here. Oh, okay. Get out of the way, penguin. All right, guys, what do you think? Like I said, some of them are titanium and some not, but this appears to be a magnetic metal. Well, yeah. That's the Olight Baton 3, by the way. Flashlight. That thing is a beast, and you see how tiny it is. Same size as my thumb, well, almost. Yeah, but it's got a magnet on the end for mounting it, using it while you're working. But yeah, this guy looks like it's all magnetic metal, so maybe not titanium on this one. Although it does feel well built, it's got girth to it. That's what also made me check. It's got a decent amount of girth. It's got some heft to it. So Okay, Giriaitus. Rate us on our gear. Let's see. That is the 7-in-1. And if you noticed a tool that I didn't count and I counted something wrong, like I counted the ruler as a tool and you don't think that was it, or I missed one, let me know in the comments. And now I'm going to get to the 17-in-1. Man, I ain't counting all these things. How crazy. Look at that. This, I'm sorry guys, the focusing is giving me a hard time. That's better. Oh, we got a sheath with this one. Go ahead. Another little instruction, or not instruction sheet, but diagram sheet. Just to let you know where everything is. Probably if there are instructions to let you know how to get to some stuff. Alright. But this one came with a sheath with a belt loop. That's pretty cool. You know, not the best sheath in the world, but this is a budget. It's a budget tool, a budget multi-tool. So we won't sweat that. All right. What do we got? That thing is, that's got true girth. I know that's not titanium, but that's also not listed as titanium on the box. That one, the 7-in-1 was. But we'll leave that in the ether of reviewership. I won't worry about it. It still seems like a pretty good tool. Pretty tough. All right, starting right there, I think I see a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver right there on the outside of the tool. Look at that. And there are driver bits. You guys see those? There's the business end of them right there. And does this puppy open up? I'm going to be looking retarded doing this. All right, and here's where you would put your bits to use them as a driver. Boom. That's pretty cool. And that locks open. Here's your liner lock right there. And there, okay, that's also how you would access the bits, I guess. Once you open that up and lock it in place if you want it. I don't know if it doesn't have a half stop where you could lock it this way and use it, but you could if you got a strong enough grip on it. I'll lock that open, and I'll try to grab a bit out of here so you guys can at least see it in place. Are you going to come out for me? There's something I'm not doing right. And this magnetic, too, you can see that, or it's at least got a detent. You see that detent ball on the side of the bit? Right there. Right there. Check that out. All right. What's the best way to access one of these? I got it out still. All right. There we go. Detent ball. Boom. And is the size of this flathead marked? There we go. 3/16. Bang. That's not a bad setup. Okay, you're going to go in for me? Let's look at the end here. So I guess I'll go in that way. What's up with this? I mean, how did I read that wrong? That looks like the bit driver to me. But it's not dropping in, y'all. Yeah, that's hexagonal. But that's not, I mean, that's not in there. Look at that. I'll put that off to the side, and maybe something will present itself later that I'm missing. But I don't know how I got that wrong. Not sure. And it's it's on a flat surface, on a flat part of the hexagon. It's not going in there. What am I missing, y'all? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna have to go through and read the instructions on it. Just not to. That's a shame, ain't it? All right. I won't lie, I've never owned this type of multi-tool. Oh, check it out. I was looking at that to see what it was. A fire starter, a ferro rod with a whistle. I mean, you know, I like to test them in the house because I got to see if I can piss off Mrs. Cincinnatus. Wow. Whew. That's loud too. God. I almost barked. Man, it's loud. Ooh. All right, look at that. Do you see what look at that. Little hex wrenches. There's a hex wrench, a small screwdriver, crosshair, or crosshead, and what's that one? Get in there. Can't get it. I'm having a hard time, y'all. There we go. What is that one? Can we see that? That's just straight. I don't know. Put that back in there because that's just begging for me to lose it. Get back in there. Okay. Let's look around and see what else I can find out about this guy. I'm trying to figure out where else do I open it at. Okay. And we know that one. There's a can opener and bottle opener, and a flathead. They love the flatheads, don't they? They'll stick a flathead anywhere. All over the place. Do I have to open this to access something else, or is that just the little blades to separate tools? I thought this one, I thought that screwdriver would slide down inside. And it looks like it does, doesn't it? Like it would swing down and fold in that way. But it's not, that thing is not moving. Look at the way it's built. It looks like that would, unless there's a lock somewhere I'm missing. Oh no. All right, let's swing over to the other side. All right, close that. And there's our nice little drop point. Let's see if it's okay. Sharpness. It's not bad. Let's see. Look at that. It produced a curl. I don't want to mess that up though, so. Okay. And liner lock. You guys see that there? Close that up. Keep in mind, guys, budget tool. But it's got some fine appointments so far. And there's your saw. Man, and that's pretty big too. Dang, look at that. That'll go across my entire palm. I'll lay that up against the penguin so you can see how long that is. It's almost as long as a penguin is. Look at that. Yeah, that's a big saw. Look at that. I guess I should have showed you guys a kind of a hammer grip with the blade also. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, since I didn't look, how do you close it? I think it's a liner lock too. It's kind of, that's down in there. There we go. Also a liner lock. Okay, and that's you have a knife. I didn't show you that knife has got a thumb stud on the side, so that's gonna be a slow roll right there. So you can see that. There you go. Can you see the bottom of that? Yeah. Let you know about what size you're working with. All right. Close that up. All right, and I just spotted the pocket clip. As soon as I figured out where I left it, I just saw it. I know you guys probably saw it. I just saw it. That's not it right there. That's the whistle and the ferro rod. That's crazy. Where did I leave that clip at, y'all? That pocket clip. Okay, I'm weird, and you guys know I'm half retarded. So, all right. Why doesn't that swing back down into the tool? That's gonna drive me crazy. All right. It's 17-1. I didn't mention that seatbelt cutter right there, because that's sharp inside there. And I guess these will probably count for individual tools, all three of these. Although that third one, and I'm speaking about these small hex tools here, I don't know what that third one is for. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's set up as a tool. Or there as a tool, yeah. And that's the driver bit holder. All right, and that'll count, I'm sure, as a bottle opener. You know, see if this is the top of your bottle and you would, boom. And I'm sure I saw a pocket clip, and I'm losing it bad. Did y'all see it somewhere? Let me know in the comments if you saw a pocket clip somewhere. I'm tripping. There's a saw. I'm going through it, guys, to make sure I didn't miss anything. Saw and the knife. Count them up, guys. Did I catch all 17? I don't think I did. And yeah, that doesn't swing back down because there's no cutoff. There's no cutoff right here, so that's not going to swing back down. Although looking from this side, it looks just like that would fold back down into the tool down here. Like it would come over it and fold down here. I got that wrong. I don't know. I hope I didn't look at that and think it was a pocket clip. Why would I do that? That's crazy. All right. Knife, saw. And we pulled that one out already. I think I got them all. Are they counting all these as individual, all the bits as individual tools? They may be. They may be. You know what? Okay, get back in there. Okay, sit to the side. Let's have a look. In fact, pause and read, guys. Maybe I'm missing it. That's a window breaker. But I'm sure that'll, right here. I'm sure that'll open a bottle too. I'm almost certain of that. I'll try it out. Because I got bottles all over the place, right? No. All right. Knife. Serrated knife. I call it a saw. To me, it's more of a saw. 6-pack screwdriver. Look at those bits. Let me see what you got. You got Torx, flathead, and crosshair. Screwdriver driver right there, like I thought. Yeah, you know, guys, we don't read instructions, do we? Would you do that? Oh, this is going to tell me what that third little hex driver is. Hex, cross plumb, blossoms. What does that mean? SIM tray ejector. Oh, nice. That's what the little skinny one is. SIM tray ejector. That's a good idea. Okay, whistle and fire starter, ferro rod. I think we got them all. Man, how did I see a pocket clip, y'all? What the heck is wrong with me? All right. And they're calling that a slotted crowbar. This one, which is also a flathead. That's a flathead too. I don't care. That's a flathead. And the whole apparatus is that's a bottle opener. You can tell me it's not a bottle opener. Close this thing back up. All right. The Giriaitus 17-in-1 and the Giriaitus 7-in-1. Boom. I don't know. I think they got pretty good appointments. Each one of them does. They're pretty useful, and the prices are very manageable. These the only place I can find them is on Amazon. And I don't think most of us had any problem shopping on Amazon. And I'm sure all of us got accounts, and I like shopping on Amazon. Let's see, and here's their website on Amazon, just to get you a little familiar with that. Let's see if I can pull up the prices for you guys. There you go. And they have carabiners too. Look at that. EDC carabiner multi-tool. I think we know how those generally work, right? And there's what I was talking about with the axe head and a hammer head on one end. It's not a plier though. Not this one. But it's got a plier at the other end. Look at that. Dang. Let's take all kinds of stuff on these things. Okay, there's the greatest multi-tool with the adjustable, self-adjusting wrench. And that one's going to be $25, $26, which compared to an SOG for $75 to $100. Maybe I think I made it pay $60 for this SOG. That's a big difference, man. And it depends on what tools you may need or what you may use the most often. Because there's different setups for different tools, of course. They got pry bars. It's got, look at that little pocket clip in there. That's pretty nice, actually. I bet you that one's titanium. And that one is $39, $38.99. And here's our greatest 17-in-1. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. How much is that? $20. Wow. It's less than the self-adjusting wrench. Man. That's actually surprising. That's surprising. I thought the one with the knife on it and 17 tools would be more. Yeah. I don't know. That's a welcome and pleasant surprise. Now, guys, Giriaitus, I'm going to keep saying it that way because I don't know how else to say it. Giriaitus, I reached out to them and they sponsored the tools for this video. I didn't have to pay for these. And, I want to be forthcoming and upfront about that. And they are Chinese, but they're well-made tools. The price for what you get for budget tools, these are well done. I don't care that they're Chinese. Yes, I prefer American tools and American toys, but that's not always the best for everyone's budget. It's certainly not always the best for my budget. And as soon as I can stop wearing Levi's that are made in China and T-shirts that are made in China, and half the appliances in my home are made in China, and then I can stop buying Chinese knives. Of course, it's not the only thing I buy. I love buying American made, and America has the deepest place in my heart. It's my home, like I said before, but I can't always afford to buy it home. Anyway, Giriaitus, guys, and that is G-I-R, but here it says, it looks like Giriaitus. I'm not sure, but if you look at the box that I did unpack, the initial box, look right there, Giriaitus. But when I look at the tool here, that looks like GR, doesn't it? Let me get a better focus on that. Yeah. Giriaitus. I don't even know how to pronounce that way. It's even harder. Take a letter out and it's even harder. That's so crazy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's what we got for now. And I got a little run on some of the more budget items coming up, starting here with this video. Because that's, you guys already know, that's where I want to hang at. Because I'm doing this for the people who are just starting out in the hobby and the guys who can afford to buy high-end stuff. I'm one of those guys who can't always afford or really ever afford to buy high-end knives and high-end toys. I just can't at this point. I have a couple, not many of high-end, medium high-end knives, but it's very few. And items like these scratch that itch for me. And here coming up in the next few videos, gonna be scratching a lot of itches with and you probably saw my short video on some homage items. I don't want to say copy or clone. I try to use the word homage or homage, as some of us might say. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I know it was a long one. Sorry about that. I'm probably going to have to cut this down. Anyway, in the words of the immortal Bruce Lee, guys, be like water, my friends. Peace.